I once went to school on the North German coast. We were all PRSites, that was our proud boast. And now we've returned with stories galore to visit our memories and school friends once more. It's Hello Wilhelmshaven, Rodney Drake, Collingwood, Frobisher, Matthew, Mountbatten, and don't forget Howland Wood. I've just found out there were houses galore, but they're not in the chorus, so here are some more. Grenville and Raleigh, Blake and Blossom, and once there was even a Shackleton. It's Hello Wilhelmshaven, Rodney Drake, Collingwood, Frobisher, Matthew, Mountbatten, and don't forget Howland Wood. Schools in BFES, we know that Prince Rupert was always the best. We played them at sport and defeated them well, and Windsor and Queens were all sent to hell. It's Hello Wilhelmshaven, Rodney Drake, Collingwood, Frobisher, Matthew, Mountbatten, and don't forget Howland Wood. We actually were doing some work.
So we know. Just in case there's anybody left who doesn't believe
Yeah,
it.
just in case. Perhaps I'll put the ones that haven't got any in, because
Organisation, all the hard work for this weekend. What are your expectations, your hopes?
my expectation, my hope is that everybody, number one, everybody gets here, that they arrive at the duly appointed hour, that there haven't been any slip-ups with the organisation, and that when they get here, they enjoy themselves throughout the whole of the weekend. If they want to cry, they can cry. If they want to laugh, they can laugh. But I just hope that they can take one last look at what was Prince Rupert School.
You were telling me last night when we were talking that you received one piece of something for the exhibition that made you cry. Can you tell us what it is, or will it make you cry again?
Well, it might do. I shall try very hard not to, because I have actually had this since before the last reunion. But we received this, what was a signboard that used to be in the shuttle buses that ran between the Bonterheim, the Vliegedijk and the main site. It was stolen on the last day of term, this is the only way of saying it, by a girl on her last bus trip. And she says here in the little note that the bus driver saw her take it. He didn't do anything, he didn't react. Knowing that it was the last bus trip of term, he probably assumed that she was leaving the school. And she said she's taken it, she's cherished it, she's had it for decades. And every time she looks at it and touches it, it reminds her of all the school children that would have been on those buses. And she gave it to us for safekeeping. And obviously, we treasure it now.
That's wonderful. What about the school badge?
Well, this appeared on the training ship, the Royal Rupert. And again, this was another item which was stolen on the last day of term. This is fascinating for two reasons. One is, how did he smuggle it out? Which I wonder. This was stolen by Rob Cheek, who will never forgive me for saying his name on camera, who was at the school for a long time, was very involved in all the physical activities of the school. He kept it in his garage for decades, and before he brought it to me as a present at the last reunion. And it was a little bit, well, it was the last minute thing, so we didn't have time to do anything else. But subsequently, we had a photograph which came into our possession of one of the ship's company at a certain year, we don't know which. And right in the centre of this photograph is actually this crest, which I just think adds that extra bit of interest to it. And I couldn't believe it when I saw that photo only a very short time after we'd received this crest. So this is one of our cherished pieces as well, because, as I say, where did he put it? In his blazer pocket? I don't know. The cups have been given to us by Prince Rupert School Rintelm, who found them rotting in their cellar. And at this moment in time, you can see they're not in terribly good condition. Rub, please, Mavis, keep rubbing. So that we can get them in a position tomorrow that people can read some of the engraving, because there are words engraved on there. So this is the first time these will have been displayed. We have only received them this week. There are other items in here, an old school scarf, which is my school scarf, which I kept for 30 too many years as a treasured possession, and it has some holes in it from the moths, and a variety of different school ties, because the school tie changed in the course of the years.
And somebody parted with the hated school cap?
Yes, they did, and I have in fact more than one. I have two school caps. I left one up behind, neither of which fit me, so they weren't mine. And that's it, the story of the caps.
Thank you.
It's rather warm, isn't it? I'm sure the weather was never like this when we were at Wilhelmshaven.
Rosemary and Mark Pepper, you've been together since your Prince Rupert School days. I think you actually met here, is that right?
Yes, in fact we did. We met over in Raleigh. Rosie was standing outside the biology lab, and I bumped into her and asked her to come over to the sixth form common room for a coffee. And from that sprung a 25-year marriage. We celebrated our 25th anniversary this year.
And your reaction to the invitation to coffee?
Well, obviously I had to say yes. I mean, being a fourth year, it was a great privilege, and obviously I've never looked back. Well, it says here anyway.
Still making coffee now.
Yes.
And you got married the year the school moved away from Wilhelmshaven?
Yes, we did. By that time we were back in the UK. We'd both left school, and we were married in London, and then came back to Germany, in fact, and settled in Germany for some years.
And you've come back this weekend for the reunion. What are your fondest memories, and what is your biggest interest? What's changed?
Well, the actual building, the actual school itself hasn't really changed very much. The town centre, we've tried to retrace our tracks, but a lot has moved, and from that point of view we can't remember a lot. But memories, yes, thousands of them flooding back the whole time, yes.
I think also for both of us, the most important thing has been to meet old friends. We've been very lucky to meet a lot of people, and with talking to them, so they prompt other names, other memories come back. But Rosie's right, this place hasn't changed much, but the town has changed drastically. Although one thing that hasn't changed is the hospitality that we remember from then. We've been very fortunate to bump into some of the local Germans, and they've been absolutely fantastic and very interested in what's going on.
Yes.
Do you think you'll have caught up with old friends and you'll keep the contact with them when you go back to England?
Very much so, yes. We actually have since we met at Newbury 2 years ago, and obviously through the association we still hear and write and want to know about what's going on with people. Yeah.
How did you actually find out about the association?
I believe it was in some. My parents were living in Germany at the time, and they had read it in, I think, our local, German paper, Sixth Sense, and it was from there that we never looked back and joined straight away.
Yes. And I think one thing to say here is what's been so fantastic is I think it's quite unique to get so many people from such a long period together. We hear of friends of ours who have school reunions and there are maybe 30 or 40 people there. Here we are with some 550, 600 people across a whole sort of 2 or 3 generations. And that in itself is unique and very special to, I'm sure, all of us.
And all very much thanks to a wonderful lady called Liz Bird.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Welcome to Wilhelmshaven. Welcome to our sightseeing tour. My name is Karin Mennig.
Mrs. Bird, sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, liebe Prinz Rupert Schüler.
Dear Mrs. Bird, ladies and gentlemen, dear Prince Rupert pupils.
Im Namen von Rat und Verwaltung der Stadt Wilhelmshaven darf ich Sie alle hier in unserer schönen Stadt am Meer ganz herzlich begrüßen.
In the name of Council and Administration of the town of Wilhelmshaven, I would like to welcome you very heartily in our beautiful green city at the sea.
Sehr geehrter Herr Hoffmann, liebe Rüdiger und Andreas und alle von Freizeit, sehr geehrte Damen und Herren aus Wilhelmshaven und Umgebung, meine lieben ehemaligen Freunde sowie Familien von der Prinz Rupert Schule und alle hier anwesenden Gästen, die mit unserer Schule in Verbindung standen. Dear everybody. Träume ich? Oder passiert es wirklich? Am I dreaming? Or is this really happening? Ich weiß, dass viele von uns oft von Wilhelmshaven und der Prinz Rupert Schule geträumt haben. Was mich persönlich betrifft, so träumte ich nur alle 10 Jahre davon, wieder zurück in Wilhelmshaven zu sein. Diese Träume schienen jedoch immer sehr lebendig und klar. I know that some of us have dreamt over the years of being back here, and personally speaking, I dreamt once every 10 years or so. The dreams were vivid. Sie können nicht vorstellen, wie glücklich wir sind, Sie alle hier heute Abend willkommen zu heißen. You don't know how welcome you are here today, everybody.
Imagine how the world can be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. And I'm with baby, the skies are blue for all my
and the Holy Spirit. God gives us all we need. Jesus Christ lights the way ahead of us, and the Holy Spirit guides and strengthens us on our path. Amen.
Ich begrüße Sie und euch zu unserem gemeinsamen Gottesdienst. Die Gemeinde der Christlichen Garnisonkirche heißt alle Schülerinnen und Schüler und deren Freunde hier in dieser Kirche willkommen zum Gottesdienst.
unless they're on a, standing at top like this. I don't think they'll no, that's it.
Mavis, you must be one of the people who's had the longest journey to come here for one weekend.
Yes, I suppose Australia is rather a long way to come, but it's always been an ambition of mine, a dream of mine, to walk round the school again and see the grounds and the buildings. And I didn't care how far away I lived, I just had to come and see it.
And what's your impression of first the school and then Wilhelmshaven, coming back for the first time after so many years?
Well, the buildings and the grounds don't look as if they've changed at all. It's just as if we've gone back 40 years in time. It's an absolutely incredible experience. I just can't describe it. It was just tremendous. But as far as Wilhelmshaven itself is concerned, I see a great difference. Buildings and luxury flats and things like that weren't here before. And it looks really good. A real, to me it looks like a real holiday resort, especially when we've got this weather to go with it, which was a great surprise, I can tell you. I'm sure it was never like this when we were here.
Well, you weren't very often here in the summer months, were you?
You were mostly... That's right, we were on our school holidays in August, yes.
What are your fondest memories of school, Prince Rupert School, in the 50s?
Well, I suppose we had just so much choice. We could do anything we wanted as far as facilities and sport and education was concerned. We had riding schools and we just had so much to choose from and so many things to do, and it was such a wonderful education for all of us, and I'm sure we'll all have memories of it for the rest of our life and benefit from it. And the friendships, of course.
What about less pleasant memories? It being a boarding school, you being away from the family, was that a problem for you, or members of staff, the school rules and so on?
No, the staff were wonderful. I suppose starting at 12 I was a little bit homesick for the first, but that only lasted for the first term, and then after that I couldn't wait to get back to school again. And I can honestly say I absolutely broke my heart the day I had to leave. And even going home for the holidays, we'd be all there crying, because we wouldn't see each other again until the next term. It was just a wonderful atmosphere and a wonderful school. I'll never ever forget it, and I'm sure no one else will.
Good. Okay, thank you very much.
Or you've got rubbing oil. Take an aspirin. An aspirin. One aspirin or two aspirins. The pain has got very bad. Dr. Freund. Metalwork. Metalwork was what? John Stella was also like that. Guest room, yeah. Guest room, but there are plants and things. This is where we used to go. Coming from school, first stop was into there.
Into there. And
into there. Up to that.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah, come on, a cup of tea. April 3 years I was for you, until the school closed down. They had to close down because we elected them.
Did you enjoy it?
Very much.
Colin,
56 years assistant headmaster.
Good heavens.
And the next building was a flattened place in the shell, just rubble there.
I mean, that was sixth form club over there, wasn't it?
The last building in our day was Fisher with the needlework department.
Oh, that,
And the little Catholic
that
chapel.
came in after we'd been here about 4 years.
Yeah, yeah. But that was my flat at the bottom there.
And then
The windows
beyond
open.
that, there was a hut which belonged to the NAFI in Oldenburg, and they tore
right.
it down, and I foolishly bought the hut, had it transferred here. It was called Munger's Folly.
Now
It doesn't exist anymore.
Quiet! Quiet!
Jeder gibt mal einen Ball. Ich will vorne anfangen. Lass mal überlegen. Denkt er nicht zu stark.
Geht's rechts und Harald Hold on. This way. There we go. Six, small six. Große Szene. So wie bei der Narkose. Jetzt will ich aber Leistung von dir sehen, ne? Hallo! Beweg dich! Genau, sauber von hinten aufbauen.
Have you got a
the euro, they let you have that.
But years ago,
I played in the hockey years ago, Wilhelmshaven, ladies against them. Now letting the younger ones do it to death.
No, if there's a from the end of the corner. Oh, I never did that.
Come on, Garrett! Come on,
Joan, listen. We're going to wait till you get on. No, we're going on the second half.
We got, no. 5 standing, 6 standing. Okay. And the chair. Rather than leave it to the girl. Yeah. Too much. She needs something else.
Okay, Ducky.
weekend so far? Yeah! Right, let's make the best of our last evening with a little light entertainment provided by some very brave ex-pupils. Reminiscences in Doggerel by a mother who must remain anonymous. A new school in January, and the head said, "I fear you'll be going to boarding school early next year." A year to prepare, I thought with a sigh. But the BFES letter arrived in early July. "You must reply by return of post," the SEO dictated, "or you'll find you're left behind, your place reallocated." No time to talk it over, or even time to think. I sat down with heavy heart, some paper, pen and ink. The instructions were pored over, read and then reread. The list of requirements were buzzing in my head. One clean, one on, one in the wash had always been my creed, but now 6 pairs of everything, a very tall order indeed. Indoor shoes, outdoor shoes, hockey boots too, beret, mac, pullovers and skirts, all in navy blue.
This has got nothing to do with the school. America has many things that other countries lack, such as cowboys and Indians and oil wells by the stack. But one little thing alone they crave from England across the sea, those poker-featured butlers to the aristocracy. And every US hostess wants the doyen of them all, Francis Fanshawe Fortescue, the butler at the Hall. Old Fortescue, the butler at the Hall at Heronsmere, was the perfect English butler to a splendid English peer. And who could best advise on things from sex to bottled beer? It was Fortescue, the butler at the Hall.
I'm Bill Johnson, Rodney Boys, and I'd like to go home now, please. When I was a lad, just for a laugh, my father went and joined the RAF. It all went well for a couple of years. Then the news confirmed my fears. We were going abroad, Germany, enemy territory. The primary school seemed just like heaven, but then I went and turned 11. My parents said, it's sad to say, but you will have to go away to Wilhelmshaven, Prince Rupert School, PRS. I said, no thanks, I like it here. But they were blind to all my tears. My uniform was new and neat, and I was handcuffed to the seat on the train to Wilhelmshaven, Prince Rupert School, PRS. I got there quiet as a mouse, and they said they'd put me in a house. They're all called after men of fame, seafaring men with macho names like Drake and Nelson. So which one am I in then? You're in, Rodney.
Thank you for the arrangements for the reassembly. Nearly all of the pupils arrived within the week. It was unfortunate that 2 refuse disposal units were required to clear the train when it arrived at Wilhelmshaven. We should also apologise for the loss of currency suffered by 2 of the escorts and the assault on the station master at Oldenburg. Although I am sure he realised it was largely hijinks. Have we yet located the carriage for Osnabrück, which was uncoupled by 2 fourth formers? I understand from my inquiries that sandwiches thrown from the train windows at Munster were intended for the birds and not the passengers waiting for the next train. All in all, a commendable first effort. I would be grateful if you would issue a return rail warrant for the Royal Marine kidnapped at Lingen.
The miscreant who robbed me of my love. But vengeance pursues. The Dyers and Miss Tebbs are here. They are heating the cauldron.
Katisha, behold the suppliant at your feet. Katisha, mercy.
Mercy? And you, mercy on him. See here, you have slain my love. He did not love me, but he would have loved me in time. I am a Drake girl, and as such, I am an acquired taste. Only the educated palate can appreciate me. I was educating his palate when he left me. Well, now he's gone, and where shall I find another? It takes years to train a man to love me.
Without the help and hard work of local people between 1947 and 1972, PRS would not have functioned as smoothly as it did. We wanted to show our appreciation for those years and the weekend that we have just enjoyed by making a donation to a local charity. As we led a cultural existence, we decided on Wilhelmshaven Fonds as it provides cultural facilities for the community. WA, all of you ex-pupils and staff gathered here from those years, I am pleased to present the sum of in excess of 3,500 Deutschmarks, which is being accepted by Herr Rüdiger Babatz. He is the chairman of the charity.
I'm not only the president of this group, I'm also the optician of this town. Thank you for all you buying yesterday sunglasses in my shop. And I'm also this optician making all those spectacles for Prince Rupert School in your years. For all these young boys and girls, especially the girls, do you remember me looking into your eyes? But I think I changed it a little bit in these last 25 years.
No words could express what I feel about the cooperation, the arrangements, everything that has gone down here this weekend. Everybody involved, the catering staff, the sound technician, the band. Where can I begin? Where can I end? There is just one, as you know, I've been spending a couple of years trying to learn a little bit of German. There's only one word that springs to my mind, and that is Zauberei, which is magic.
Yeah, what can we say? What shall we say? I'll make it very short. We are very, very impressed about this reunion here in Wilhelmshaven. We were very, very glad having you here, and I just can say we not very often had events like this was. And I only can hope that you stay together the next years, that you will find some more friends in the world or in Britain, and that's my personal wish, that we once will meet again. Thank you. Good journey home.
Only short words. I know everybody enjoyed the weekend. I also say thank you, and I find many new friends. Thank you very much.